We are covering the authentication, authorization, and accounting framework known as AAA, focusing specifically on the critical differences between Radius and TACACS Plus for your CCNA exam. The exam requires you to know which protocol to use based on a given scenario, so understanding their core distinctions is essential. Authentication asks, "Who are you?" Authorization asks, "What are you allowed to do?" And accounting tracks what you did. Both Radius and TACACS Plus provide these services, but they do so in fundamentally different ways. Let's start with Radius, which stands for Remote Authentication Dial-In User Service. It's an open standard, which makes it great for multi-vendor network environments. Radius uses UDP for transport with port 1812 for authentication and 1813 for accounting. A major exam point is that Radius only encrypts the password field within the access request packet. The username and other information are sent in clear text, which is a significant security drawback. Furthermore, Radius combines the authentication and authorization processes. Once you're authenticated, you're authorized, which offers less granular control. Now let's contrast this with TACACS Plus, or Terminal Access Controller Access Control System Plus. This is a Cisco-proprietary protocol. The first key difference is its transport protocol. TACACS Plus uses TCP over port 49. Using TCP makes it a connection-oriented, reliable protocol, unlike the best effort delivery of Radius's UDP. The most significant security advantage and a frequent exam topic is that TACACS Plus encrypts the entire body of the packet, not just the password. This provides far superior confidentiality for the entire session. The other critical differentiator is that TACACS Plus separates authentication, authorization, and accounting into 3 distinct processes. This modularity is a huge benefit. It allows you to, for example, authenticate against one database and then perform a separate, more detailed authorization check to determine which specific commands a user is allowed to execute on a router. This granular, per-command authorization is a hallmark of TACACS Plus and something Radius cannot do. So how will this appear on the CCNA exam? You'll likely see scenario-based questions. If a question describes a multi-vendor network, Radius is the likely answer because it's an open standard. If the question emphasizes the need for reliable delivery of AAA messages or full packet encryption for security, the answer is TACACS Plus. A common trap is a question that requires granular control over the specific commands a network administrator can run after logging in. This directly points to the separate authorization capabilities of TACACS Plus. You must also memorize the port numbers. TACACS Plus is TCP 49, while Radius is UDP 1812 and 1813. For a mental shortcut, remember this phrase: TACACS Plus gives you total control with TCP. This helps you recall that it uses TCP, offers more granular control, and provides total packet encryption. It's the more robust choice for device administration, especially in Cisco environments. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep. All one word, .com.